neck, them niggas some shit. I stay on my own, I don't be with no clique. And I don't fuck with gold diggers, cause they fall in love with these pounds. You serve out a Vic, I'm rich, got diamonds all over my wrist. Cartier frames, I'm rocking this Rick. When I step in New York, I don't ball on no neck, them niggas some shit. I stay on my own, I don't be with no clique. And I don't fuck with gold diggers, cause they fall in love.
Hop in my ride. Hey, good morning, fantasy people. It is Gator, the fantasy guy, with you. We got a new episode today, but before we get into it, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We need that for sure, and definitely follow us on all the platforms. Follow us on all types of platforms. We have TikTok, we have Twitter. Try to be here for you, fantasy people. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you guys some underlying content, the content that they're not really pushing out like that. I gotcha. But today, what's today? Today is July 14. It's not much going on. Training camp is about to start. But I'm going to be doing roster breakdowns. So I have people sending me random rosters, and what I'll be doing is breaking down their roster, what they need to do, what they need to not do. So we're going to go ahead and start covering that. Let me see what we got here. What we got here for the people. All right, cool. So the first roster is going to be this roster. All right, and this is the name of the team is the retirement home. So immediately seeing the team, I see why he said that. I'm looking at Mostert. I'm looking at Adams. I'm looking at Cup. Kamara potentially. Cousins is old. Oh, it's fitting. It's a fitting name for his team for sure. You got some old guys on this team. Okay. So the team name is Retirement Home. Let's see what type of league this is. That's very important too. Got this in my handy dandy notebook. But now the team, it's a Dynasty. It's a Superflex Dynasty full PPR league. Okay. So let's go over the roster again. We have Jalen Hurts. We have CMC. We have Raheem Mostert. We have Devontae Adams. We have Cooper Kupp. We have Trey McBride. We have Alvin Kamara. We have George Pickens. We have Njigba. We have Cousins. That's the starting lineup. Backup bench, we have Darnold, Stidham, Wilson, Jalen Wright, Trey Sermon, Eric Hall, Charbonnet, Corley, Slick Rick, Jacoby Myers, Trey Palmer, Wiley, and Evan Ingram. Let's look at his taxi. For the taxi, we have Michael Penix, Marshawn Lloyd, and Granado, the fourth round running back for the Niners. Don't know if he's going to get any play this year, but we'll see. Draft picks we have for 2025. We have the first round. We have a first round, second round. Okay, it makes sense. I mean, you have a first round and a second round in 2025. You have 2025 fifth, 2 fifths. I'm cool with that. With this type of team that you have, I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. Let's go back to the starters. Okay. For the starters, I'm okay with it. Actually, this is a really good team. This is a team that's going to be a contender. And that's why I always try to figure out, are we contending or are we rebuilding? Some people rebuild and they go for all first round and they want to get a fresh batch of rookies. That's not the type of rebuilding I'm into. You definitely need rookies, but the hit rate on rookies is it's like a 33% chance your rookie hits, which is not the best. So if you're going with a batch of full rookies, I don't consider rookies as production. I mean, there's going to be some rookies that's going to be straight production, like Marvin Harrison. Like, I wouldn't mind having Marvin Harrison in my starting lineup. But honestly, even Malik Neighbors, I'm kind of worried about having him in my starting lineup. If he's my number one receiver, I'm completely terrified right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to consider this a rebuilding team. The players I would try to trade, and these just because they're old, I would be trying to trade. See what I can get from CMC. You always want to be a year ahead of bullshit. You want to be a year ahead of the crash out. The crash out always happens. Mostert is last year he finished the second running back in full PPR. So funnier things happen. So Raheem Mostert, this is a player I'd be trying to trade midseason as well, just because of age. Devontae Adams, another player I'd be looking to trade. Cooper Kupp, I'd be also looking to trade because just of age. You want to make sure you know when to trade these people, though. You can't just trade them whenever you feel like it. Now in the off season, this is not the time to trade your production pieces. They don't get no love. In the off season, they tell me Raheem Mostert's 33. And it's true, he is 33. But Adams, 30. 31 maybe, actually. Cooper Kupp going to 31. So these three players right here, CMC is like the cream of the crop. So he will crash out, but he's a player I'm willing to, I would hold still. Trey McBride, that's good signs of youth. Alvin Kamara is looking for a contract. George Pickens, youth, and Jigba, youth. I like these two picks. I like these two players right here. It's not that you fully committed to going to the retirement home. You got some young people taking care of these old people. You have a good plan, I'm guessing, Kirk Cousins, I'm cool with it. And the reason why I'm super cool with it is because you have Penix in your taxi. So whatever happens, you're following the Falcons route, which is cool with me. With Bijan there and all the weapons they got there, with a new regime in there, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Darnold's a possible starter. Stidham, Zach Wilson, and Bo Nix, it seems like they're going to be competing. So, I wouldn't mind having these on my bench. Jalen Wright for Mostert, that should be Mostert's replacement. That is Mostert's replacement, for sure. I don't know if you guys seen him run. He played for Tennessee last year. He was amazing. That's definitely his replacement. Zach Charbonnet, I would be trying to move. He's sharing a backfield with somebody that's almost the same age as him, or probably some months older than him. Ricky, I think, is a good investment. Corley, I think, is a good investment. They say he has more of a Randall Cobb feel, and you got Aaron Rodgers over there, and I believe he's sharing a penthouse with him. I think he's living in Rodgers' house, so that's good signs. Jacoby Myers for bench productivity, Evan Ingram for bench productivity. It's good. So with this team, I would be trying to sell those players I told you. Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, and Mostert, and see if you can go a little younger. I don't know who you'll be looking for. But during this season, a lot of things happen. People get injured, and people are looking for production, especially a team that's contending. So those are the type of teams I would be looking to downgrade a little bit at the receiver-wise. Cooper Kupp and them, downgrade a little bit. Skinny Batman, Waddle. I think those are the guys you need to be targeting. The higher tier of receivers, they're probably off. You're not gonna get the top guys. You're not gonna get Cheetah. You're not gonna get what's his name? I'm drawing a blank. You're not gonna get my boy from the Cowboys. What's his name? CD. You're not gonna get CD. You're not gonna get Jefferson. You're not gonna get Chase. He's just not. But you still got some first round picks too, so those should be used. I don't mind using a first round pick with this type of team. Why not? You're stacked, bro. You're going to be contending for sure. But as you go through the season, you want to contend, but at the same time be rebuilding. That's more my speed. I'm more of let's contend and figure out where I don't need Kupp that much. Maybe Kupp has a crazy game and it can get me a younger player. Let's make that deal. Even if I need to throw a second or a next year second. What do you got next year? 2026. You have a first. Oh, that's it. Also, all you got is a first. All right. Hey. Damn, I know your picks, B. That's crazy. But all right, yeah. So this is definitely a contender team. Like I have no issues with this team at all. And Jigba is questionable, just as a starting lineup type of piece. But you have bench production here too. I'm looking at Jacoby Myers. That's somebody that can definitely you can slide in there. Evan Ingram, you can slide Evan Ingram in there, no problems. So you're looking good, buddy. Try to sell Charbonnet though. That's what I'll be doing, and that will be the breakdown for this team. I'm going to be dropping multiple breakdowns for all of this. You know, it's going to be multiple breakdowns. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If your team looks similar to this, I'm not panicking at all. You should feel very confident going into the year. Like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. Throwing more roster production, more roster breakdowns like this, man. So y'all have a good one, and see ya at the next roster breakdown.